Welcome back to Dreamcatchers. You're watching episode 2 with Jody Daibo. She's my guest today, and we're here to talk a bit about her taking part in the Outdoor Adventure Naturalist program at Pembroke, which is in Algonquin College. So earlier we said that we'd come back and we'd talk about Jody's motivation. You have a very, very strong motivation. I've noticed that in you ever since you were very young. You've always been the type of person to get up and do things. Once you set your mind to something, you're going to do it. So where does that come from?
Just being determined and telling yourself that you can do it if you want to do it. I don't know, like, I don't let anything stop me. Like, if I want to do it, I'll do it. And it's not, I don't know, it seems so simple. Like, if you want to go grab it, you just go grab it, you know? Like,
yeah, I believe that. That's a very simple philosophy. We hear it all the time, but sometimes it's like, how do you get to that first step? Like, the first step is the hardest one to make. What made you take that first step to do this program?
I just knew that I was bored of doing, like, nothing. And I took the CBS program at Dojo Nizakta, and they just helped me, like, figure out what my strengths were, what my weaknesses were, and, like, programs around, like, the area. But I just knew that I needed to do something bigger than that. Like, I needed to get out of town. I needed to figure out who I was and just sort of be on my own for a bit, you know, so I can do that. And I found on Google, I was just messing around, like, on Algonquin, and I clicked on, like, the program, and I was just reading all of the courses that they offer, and I was just like, how is that school? And I never really was good in school. Like, I'm terrible in math. I can write, but, like, just school was never my thing. Like, I have a hard time sitting down and studying and just, like, over and over reading notes. Like, I'm not like that. I have a hard time sitting still. Like, so I just figured this would kind of be my only hope at going to college, you know what I mean? And I've met some amazing people, and it's just about putting yourself where you want to see yourself, you know what I mean? Like, just surround yourself with positive and just don't let nothing hold you back. Like, it's scary. I was scared to move, but once you made up your mind and you want to do it, it's just a matter of doing it. And then when you are there doing it, it's like you feel so proud. Like, I don't know.
How do you manage being away from your family and friends for so long?
Well, I think I'm very independent, but I keep in touch, like, almost every day. Like, I talk to them on Facebook, and just having their support too, you know, saying, like, yeah, I'm proud of you, you can do it, and, like, it feels good, you know, to have that support back home, and it just, I don't know.
And how do you deal with when you're kind of just overtaken by this loneliness, this sense of displacement? You know, I'm 4 hours away from home. I wish I was there right now. Like, what do you do?
Well, I think a lot of it is just being able to occupy yourself. So, like, what I do is I go to the gym a lot, and I hang out with the people in my program, and, like, say we learned something, we did astronomy a few weeks ago, and we were all bored one night, and then we all got together, and then we went go look at different constellations and stuff. Like, it's just, you can't be shy, you can't hold yourself back, because no one's gonna do it for you, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta put yourself out there, and it's scary, but it's the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to star in your dreams, in a way. Like, you have to envision something and then put yourself there and actually act it out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's part of taking the first step. You talked a bit about working out. I know you, and I know a couple of years ago you took on this challenge to lose, how many pounds?
50.
50 pounds, and you did it, and I think you surpassed it. Am I right?
Not quite. I mean, muscle weighs more than fat.
Oh, that's true. But you got to the ideal look that you wanted, and I think that's another key to your motivation. It's this drive to set goals and actually see it through.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to losing weight, was that motivation that you put into that, is that what you applied to when you applied for school?
Yeah, it's just about really seeing yourself doing it. And once you have that vision, no one can take that away from you. It's only you. You're in control of it. And I just knew that once I applied like to the program that, all right, like I'm gonna do what it takes step by step to get there. Mm. And once I got there, I was just like, all right.
I have arrived.
Yeah, and it's like every day we learn something new, and it's like you got to keep on top of your school, because a lot of people, it's not for a lot of people, and some people drop out, which is understandable if you can't handle it, you know. But I think a lot of it is just being able to be mentally tough and to stick it out, because once you do, like, it's just...
Yeah, I was also going to ask you that. How do you know, everybody bumps into like little snags in their plans in life, and you have to pick yourself back up. Pick yourself back up time and time and time again, because there's always those snags. And I guess that's how you do it. It's with being tough-minded. Mm-hmm. Where did that attitude come from?
Just, I think growing up fast and being independent, and music too, like it played a huge part of my life and like shaped who I am, and like just the attitude of like, you know, do it yourself, and you know, just try to stay true to you. And that was the main thing, like when I was deciding if I was really gonna go, like you have to remember simplicity and like your childhood. What did you enjoy when you were a kid? And like when I was a kid, I was always in St. Lucie, you know, outside running around and just like going on adventures in like the bush, and just I figured why not make that a career, you know, have fun every day. And
yeah. Did the CBS, or the Career Building Skills program at Dawo Doni Zakta, did that help you also?
Oh my God.
How did that help you?
That changed my life. I took the January session of last year, and wow, like I can't explain like how important I think everyone should like take it, because they help you realize your potential, and like they also give you like tips and like what kind of jobs you should be looking for, and like even down to like going into an interview, like stuff like that. And they just give you a lot of like handouts. And I find the most important session we had while I was in that was when we all went to Billings. We had a session with Gwenzi Zawi, and she's just like a motivational, traditional kind of speaker. And I knew from that point that I needed to do something that would help contribute, not just to like Kahnawake or like being Mohawk, but just to sort of keep natural, like, I don't know, you just like, I want to know what's going on around me on like a real, like kind of spiritual level too. And I find this program that I'm in just keeps you connected with everything, and like all the courses, they just sort of shape you out to be strong and to be able to survive in the outdoors, because it's not meant for everyone. But I find that if you sort of want to keep in tune with that, like, do it.
Yeah, it's true. You know, part of being Ngwehue, or, you know, Mohawk, is having that natural tie to your environment and to nature. So I think that's an awesome program to get into if that's how you feel you're connected to your culture. So we're going to take a break, but after this break we'll be more with Jody, and we're going to talk a bit about what's to come, what's in the future. Stick around.